the Great Plains region. And finally, next Monday, there's less cold air in the Northeast, but all that mild temperature starts becoming a thing throughout much of the U.S. on the western side. And plenty of warmth in Siberia. Well, plenty of freezing air in Alaska and northern eastern parts of Canada, too. Let's take a look at the drought. It is 7:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to the stream for those of you just tuning in. This is Marlon here, and this is the National Weather Discussion of Monday, December 8th, 2025. Yeah, let me try to get myself comfortable, folks. Hold on a minute. Taking my quick sips, folks. Okay. So what we have here is that we have a drought map. There are plenty of extreme to exceptional droughts in northern Florida, South Georgia, South Texas. A few extreme droughts in the coastal part of Maine and north of the Ohio River. Parts of the Rockies, desert Southwest. Much of California is drought-free, as well as much of North Dakota and much of Connecticut. No drought in Rhode Island and Kentucky. So now, let's see what we got throughout, well, this part we don't need because I've already covered that, but it does give us an indication of what's been happening in that past 24 hours, where there have been about 6 to 8 inches of snow from Newport News, which is like outside of Norfolk, to places like Charleston, West Virginia, right along the I-64 corridor. It is hectic. It is totally heinous in terms of driving there. But just outside of Bristol, either Virginia or Tennessee, just a little bit over 8 inches of snow have been reported. Otherwise, just south of Washington, right around Richmond, central West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, and in the Smoky Mountains, about as much as up to 6 inches of snow have been reported in the past 24 hours. Now let's take a look at the overall map, folks. I wonder if the mic is on. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's play the radar, folks. So let's see what we got. So this is for tomorrow morning. Mostly dry in the northeast. Plenty of rains in South Florida. A lot of snow all across the Great Lakes region. Plenty of wintry mix in the Dakotas. Mountain snow and valley rains in the northern Rockies, Bitterroot Mountains of Idaho, and plenty of coastal rains and mountain snow in the Pacific Northwest. Let's play the animation. This is for tomorrow night. All that snow coming from the Great Lakes and from the Northwest. It's going to be moving into places like upstate New York, northern Pennsylvania. Plenty of snow in the upper Mississippi Valley. All the way towards places like northern Minnesota to northern North Dakota. there's some chance of freezing rain, sleet, and even some warm rains to south of which. Chicago will end up experiencing a good amount of wet snow. Wyoming to Idaho, about much of those places will get some snow or freezing rain, sleet, or even just regular rains. But mostly valley rains, mountain snow there. Coastal valley rains, mountain snow in the Pacific Northwest. South Florida, getting some rain there. And then we move on throughout the overnight hours and into Wednesday morning. So just remnants of some showers in South Florida. A lot of warm rains throughout the Pacific Northwest, but in a few parts in the Cascades, some wet snow or rain mixed in with snow. Valley rains, mountain snow in the northern Rockies, Bitterroot Mountains of Idaho. Snow in the northern plains and upper Mississippi Valley, northern half of the Great Lakes region. But down south, some warm rains are there, or at least rain mixed in with snow, or wet snow for that matter. As well as for folks in western New York, western Pennsylvania. But in central Pennsylvania to Vermont and upstate New York, plenty of snow will be there. And eastern Maine will get some snow too. We go deep into Wednesday afternoon and into Wednesday evening. Yep, there's going to be a lot of wet weather there. Okay, so this part is very tricky. Very tricky. Which means that the Northeast will get a mixture of rain and snow, but mostly on the coastal side there will be some rain there. But in the interior side, there will be a mixture of rain and snow, but otherwise it will be just snow. Mostly right near the Great Lakes, all the way up until Canada. In Maine, I mean. Some other places in the Great Lakes region, they'll get some lake effect snow, otherwise it'll be dry. Northern plains, there in the Dakotas, there will be some snow, otherwise there could be some freezing rain, sleet, or even rain. As well as for folks in the northern Rockies, maybe some mountain snow, valley rains there, but mostly rain there. As well as for folks in parts of the Pacific Northwest, South Florida, we'll get some rain. Down in the Smoky Mountains, there will be some mixture of rain and snow there. As well as Nebraska. Now rolling into the overnight hours and into Thursday morning. Well, for Thursday morning, a little bit of snow showers throughout the interior parts of the Northeast to the Smoky Mountains, but not a widespread thing, folks. And the Great Lakes region too, Northern Rockies, no, not Northern Rockies, Northern Plains, some rain, snow, freezing rain or sleet, which wintry mixture is to be forecasted there. And we do have mostly rains in the Pacific Northwest. Otherwise, it will be mountain snow. And finally, rolling into the Thursday afternoon hours and into Thursday evening by 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wet snow offshore from New England. Plenty of some isolated snow showers in places like West Virginia to upstate New York, northern Pennsylvania, and northern parts of interior New England. Parts of the Great Lakes region will get some snow. Northern Plains, mixture of rain, snow, freezing rain, or sleet will be there. Montana, mostly snow, but there's a chance there could be some rains in the Bitterroot Mountains. Maybe a few places will get some snow, though. Pacific Northwest, mostly rain, but otherwise it'll be just mountain snow there. Alright, and maybe a few places in Illinois and West Virginia, some snow or wet snow at least. Let's check the next 72 hours for any thunderstorms throughout the contiguous United States. Well, a few thunderstorms in the Florida Keys for tomorrow morning. Then it'll just dissipate by tomorrow night. Yep. Oh yeah, and I failed to talk about temperatures, but we're going to get to that in just a moment. I know I've exceeded my time in the national weather discussion, but there's just so much weather to talk about. And for those people who make weather small talk tough shit, this is a no small weather talk stream. We're here to talk about the weather. And normally it would take me about an hour, but this has taken more than that. Alright, and now let's take a look at temperatures starting tomorrow. Let's see, let's advance towards 7 a.m. Plenty of freezing air throughout the Northeast, all the way down to the Carolinas, the Ohio Valley, parts of the South, like Tennessee, northern parts of Alabama, Mississippi, Atlanta too, and the upper Mississippi Valley, portions of the Rockies and Desert Southwest. Mild temperatures throughout to the Gulf Coast and parts of the Great Plains. Plenty of warmth in South Florida. Mild temperatures along the West Coast, even despite the atmospheric rivers there for tomorrow morning. By tomorrow night, still some freezing temperatures in the Northeast all the way towards the Mid-Atlantic. The Ohio Valley, we get some warmth. Plenty of freezing temperatures in the Great Lakes, northern tier of the country. Of course, the Rockies as well. Plenty of warmth in Florida. And now there's some warmth in the Great Plains. Mostly in the central southern plains and the West Coast, plenty of warmth. But it gets really warm in parts of the desert Southwest by Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, plenty of freezing temperatures throughout much of the Northeast, but coastal parts like Long Island all the way to the Jersey Shore to the Delmarva Peninsula. Mild temperatures be there. Plenty of warmth in South Florida. Mild temperatures throughout places like Texas, lower Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, West Coast. Chilly temperatures throughout in some parts of the Great Basin states to parts of the desert Southwest. By Wednesday night, plenty of warmth all across the South. Mild temperatures move into the Northeast, mostly along the coastal parts. Plenty of chilly weather in the northern plains to the Great Lakes, interior parts of New England, and of course a few parts in the Rocky Mountains. A lot of warmth in the desert Southwest and the West Coast. Mild temperatures will be there. I don't know what's going on. So, what about for Thursday morning? Well, then you get that freezing temperatures. They're coming back to the Northeast. It gets worse in the upper Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes region. A lot of cold temperatures. Rockies, of course. Parts of the Great Basin too. A few Sierra Nevadas and Cascades too. Mild temperatures still be a thing throughout the Gulf Coast states. South Florida, somewhat warm. Plenty of mild temperatures still going on in the West Coast. And front range of the Rockies, plenty of mild temperatures will be there. Finally, Thursday night. Why isn't the mouse working? Okay, finally, now it's working. Freezing temperatures would still linger throughout the Northeast, Great Lakes, upper Mississippi Valley. Frigid temperatures, sub-zero temperatures would be only limited to those